Big hat. Hey, Stephanie Gano. Stefaniel, how are you? Shell Rose, as you're joining in, say hello, say hello. Good to see all of yous. Good to see you again. This should look weird. I'm gonna take this off. As you're coming in, drop your questions. Ash, what's good? K Cole, Dom Gee. I can't even pronounce that. Afro Vibes 214, how are you? Hello, everyone that's joining in. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Oops, that was an accident. How is everyone doing? All right. Hey, Al Green, what's good? What the fuck going on here? As you're joining in, drop your questions. Fucking, I'm protective of my guys, man. First time here? Glad to have you, man. I do my divinations here. I do my 2-for-1s. And have conversations, chat with people. You know, let them know that they're important, that they have a calling on their life. So, oh, Alice. Good to meet you, Alice. And then I usually book readings, have them book readings. All right. So as you can see right there, Alice, with the pinned comment, it's going to come down in a second, but I meant to post it back. Yes, 2-for-1 or 2 or more. You can donate $2 or more, and you can get a question answered. That's how I do things on my live. And then I upsell you to get the more intensive personal readings. 25 for 4 questions, 4 divine questions answered. It's called the 4-corner reading. And then 50 for the deep mirror reading. And that's upon one topic of your choice: love, money/career, ancestors' message, or which ancestors are around you. We got spiritual gifts. We got which deities are around you, which deities that you embody, which god or goddess that you are embodying. What else? Past life, any kind of topic. All right, so that's the $50 reading, deep mirror reading. So that's for those who's ready for a deep dive. I just did one yesterday, and it was pretty great. It was pretty great. I'm grateful for that client being the one, Trisha Ornez being the one who broke the camel's back and opened the gates. So I know that it's open. Ako Sua Pia, how are you? Ashe. So as we're joining in, go ahead and tap your screen. Let me get some hearts. Let me get out there in the algorithm and give me some hearts and drop your question. As you can see the tag right there. That's how much we're doing them for. If you want to give more than 2, you are more than welcome. Or I don't know if I believe in that. I don't think anyone can do that. What do you mean? Drop in the comment box. I don't understand, Alice. Justice Mike, how are you? Justice Mike. Good to see you. Justice Mike. No one can tell your future. Well, then that means you're probably on the wrong live, Alice. You're probably on the wrong live, or you probably have never met someone with prophetic abilities before. So this might not be the live for you. Jacqueline, hope I pronounced it. I never seen it pronounced like that before. Michael, how you doing? As you're joining in, please tap your screen. Please tap your screen. Tap your screen. Valerie, how are you? Tap your screen. Let me get some hearts, y'all. What's going on? Why would you watch, Alice? That's interesting to me. If you don't believe in what I do, why would you watch? Doesn't make sense to me personally. My glasses. I'm not gonna use no glasses today. All right. To see if it's real. You just said you don't believe in it, so why waste time? I don't want to make you a believer. Tashi Salto, how are you? Tashi Salto, how are you? Peace and blessings. All right, sometimes this algorithm is slow. It might take a little while before people start coming in. CP250, what up? What up? Shit, I might as well read for myself while I'm at it. But anyway, let's open up and pray. I invite all my spirit guides. I invite the presence of the Most High that is here, my angels, my ancestors, my heavenly mates, all my friends, all my spiritual friends, all my deities, those I know and those I don't know yet. Thank you. I speak and I prophesy over my broadcasts that only those who are truly called to me and what I have to say and offer will find this broadcast and be tremendously blessed. Let every troll, every negative person, or any person maybe trying to cast incantations in the background, I command my spirit guides and my spirits to bind them up and cast them out, cast them down on their faces. Let only those that are supposed to be here that mean well, that believe in the spiritual world, and those that are supportive of the spiritual world and spiritual leaders and teachers and anybody that works with spirit be here in this broadcast. We speak blessings, we speak protection, health, harmony, happiness, love, prosperity, plenty, and peace. Only let that which is truth come out of my lips, O Most High. In your name I pray. It is so. Amen and amen. All right. For those of you that are joining in, Aminta Precious, how are you? Aminta Precious, how are you? Let me pin that comment again. All right. So watch that pinned comment and tap your screen as you're joining in. Tap your screen as you're joining in. Tap your screen as you are joining in. I've just never seen a true reader. You're welcome. So Al Green, so how about this? I challenge you. Donate $2 to my Cash App for a reading right now. Hi Dragon Priest, how are you? I challenge you. In a nice way, I challenge you. Go ahead and donate for a reading, and we'll take it from there. Yes, bro. I was just thinking about you the other day, too. Hello, Chelsea Elizabeth. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, everyone. So as you can see, that's what we're rocking with. 2 for 1 question. 2 or more to that for 1 question. All right. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me flip this screen so I make sure that My limbs are accurate. All right. This is my right hand. All right. Yeah, man. I've been thinking about our last conversation, bro, with the dragon and everything. I've been thinking about our last conversation. Tamaya, Pierre, how are you? And as you're coming in, y'all, drop your questions, man. Drop your questions. Let's go. We're doing yes or no's, and we're doing prophecy. So you can get a yes or no question, or you can get a tarot pull, right? Just to see what the tarot or the oracle is saying. All right, so be specific. Oracle, tarot, and yes or no question. Or prophecy. Prophecy is just a straight channeled message to you. All of those means and methods are powerful. So yes, this is prophecy and divination. I always was a prophet and started out with that, but then I did not know that I was a diviner as well. That came much later in life, when I was ready for it, of course. And I knew it was natural because I never went to no school or none of that. I just jumped right in and it flowed like water. All right, so as you're coming in, please tap your screen. Nobody gave me no hearts. I've been on for like 10 damn minutes. Come on, y'all. Tap the screen because it helps me to get out there. Helps me to show up on the algorithm more. Okay, so help me out. Help me and I'll help you. Help me and I'll help you. And you can give me gifts too, okay? You can give me gifts too. TikTok gifts, even though I can't eat the TikTok gift, but it still matters. Okay? But that's how we're doing it. Oh, now I done switched over, so now I gotta use my left hand. So as you can see, that for that. 2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. 2 or more for one question. All right. You know what? Let me move it over. Make it easy for me. Hold on. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. That's how we doing it. Tap the screen on. Come on, tap the screen. Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts. Double tap the screen. Tomika Gaines or Gaines or Giannis. All right, what's the energy today? I am the living word. We've got the number 15. 15 may resonate with someone. All right. I am the living word. Let me see if I can zoom in and read that with my eyeballs. Your words have creative power. Use them wisely. John chapter 1:1. John chapter 1:1. And we've got the sign of Gemini. Gemini. So all these things may resonate. So look at it. Dragonfly, got the Ankh right there for life. You are the living word. Have you been speaking life into a situation that needs your life, that needs life force energy? Have you been speaking life to a situation that should be dead? Have you been speaking death to a situation that should be still living? Begs the question. The question is interesting. Wanda Goss. That name looks familiar to me. How are you? All right, I got a flash code. Continue to tap your screen. Elise, how are you? Tap your screen, tap your screen, tap your screen. I'm speaking over you, my viewers, for blessings. Blessings. Letitia, how are you? Blessings, and type of blessings. I speak on everyone that's watching my broadcast for blessings, miracles, signs, wonders will find you. Miracle signs and wonders will find you. Miracle signs and wonders will find you. Chelsea Elizabeth, Stacy, how are you? Stacy J. Peace and blessings to you all. As you're coming in, drop your question. Drop your questions. Drop your questions. We're doing yes or no's. We're doing oracle or tarot, or we're doing prophecy. That's a straight channeled message to you. Okay? So that's with no tools. So as you give your donation right here, is my ex-husband still in love with me? Chelsea Elizabeth, I don't like to answer such questions. And forgive me if I'm coming off insensitive. The reason why I don't like to answer those type of questions is because the relationship is over. You know what I mean? So in my mind, it's like, I don't need to know what my ex is thinking about me because they're my ex for a reason. So please forgive me, but please ask me another question, something more as it pertains to your purpose and your destiny. I'll answer that for you. Yes, y'all. I don't answer certain questions, so I'm just letting you know. I'm not being rude or anything. I just don't answer certain questions. And so I always like to let people know that in love, I don't answer them questions. Because they're the ex for a reason. You know what I mean? And so I like to deal with questions that deal with your purpose, your destiny, and stuff like that. He's a father of my children, just trying to understand why he's acting strange way he is. Okay. As long as your children are fine, that's all you need to concern yourself about. If you still have feelings for him, which I understand, But again, you always have to remind yourself, why are they an ex? You know what I'm saying? And just that's the most important thing. But you can ask him another question. Oh, she said I don't. But that's fine, Chelsea. It's cool. Do you have another question, Chelsea, for yourself? Purpose, destiny. Hi, Dragon. Thank you for those. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the gifts. Yes. So go ahead, y'all. Go hit the donation. Let my Cash App ring up and drop your questions. I'm ready for you. I am really ready for you. And I'm glad to be back home. Am I walking in my purpose as far as my career path? All right. Let's see. I'll answer your question for free. But if you would be so kind, please give me a donation to my Cash App after or at some point. But everybody else, honor my price. Is Chelsea Elizabeth walking in her purpose as far, let me pin that question so I don't lose it, as far as her career is concerned, her career path? Let's see. Is she in alignment in her career right now? There is blockage, Chelsea. Not complete, but there is a lot of blockage. Let's cut to the oracle and see what's going on. Let's see. As I cut this oracle here, let the message come out upright or reverse. Let there be clarity concerning her career. Let any sign, symbol come forth that we know what's going on in her career choice. Why there is blockage and what she can do. All right, speaking. So you got that reversed. I usually don't read this reversed because these are oracle cards, but it's reversed. So it's something to do with communication issues. I don't know if it's speaking with teachers or leaders. Okay, you're asking me about career, but why am I in education? Why am I in school? Are you in school right now, Chelsea? Because you're asking me about career, but my brain is going, I work at a college. Okay. That's for the person who said that they didn't believe, not believe, but I guess they said they didn't encounter someone that's prophetic before. But they might have got off. Because I told them, I said, well, if you don't believe, then this is probably the wrong broadcast for you, because I don't want to make you a believer. But anyway, Chelsea, there's some issues with communication as far as leadership or someone at your job. This card says, I am a speaker. Your voice has power, let it be heard. And I think I pulled some earlier about that same thing, about the living word. Your voice has power, let it be heard. Let's see what the book says. And the number is number 1, right? So you can see the number 1 right there. And that triangle, which is the air symbol. So it's a triangle with the line that goes through it. Let's see. This is your oracle message, Chelsea. Speaker, in the beginning, God spoke reality into existence. Words are the building blocks of the universe or the universe. The universe is the unification of verses, like how a song has many verses. Be mindful of your words, for you are creating your own universe. So there's a conversation, Chelsea, that you need to have with somebody on that campus or something. There's a conversation. So it seems like there's a lack of communication or lack of conversation somewhere, which is going to lead right into your next aspect of your career choice. So you got the 3 down. So that's a no. You're not in alignment with your purpose as far as your career, but there was still one shell that was up. So it's not all the way finished. I'm going to pull you a tarot, see if we can get a little deeper, and then I'm going to let that go. But you're always more than welcome to go ahead and get a 4 corners reading. That's 25. You got 4 questions. Any kind of 4 questions that you want to ask me, you can do it in the reading. I do your reading over YouTube and upload it. It's private. Unless you don't mind it being public, of course, with your name withheld, but you can tell me all of that in the DM. But let's see. Let's dive into your situation here. What can you tell me? Let me get 1 card. All right, Father Sims, but reversed. Father Sims is the temperance card. So that's like balance between heaven and earth. I'm also seeing just some arguments around you. I don't know if it's stemming from home, but it travels with you to work. But it is affecting you, though. Because I'm seeing you not even be able to focus too much at work because you keep thinking about a situation that's going on in your personal life. So I just pray and I speak that your situation will clear up right here, right now. That there'll be clearance. That whatever this is of confusion and bickering and arguing and lack of communication, cleared. So shall it be. Thank you, Chelsea. So shall it be. Clarity is coming, I speak. All right. I just got a donation, and I know who it's from. Go ahead and drop your questions for me. Go ahead and drop your questions for me. You know who you are. Sincere love, how are you? How are you? I'm back home, Ma. I'm back home. I'm back home. Glad to be back home. Good God. Yes, Letitia, give me your questions. I don't know if it was a donation just to say thanks or what, but I'm assuming it's for some questions. But yeah, Sincere, I got back home when? Friday. And I had freaking turbulence the whole way. And that's why I don't like to fly. Because turbulence is, I don't mind flying at all. But turbulence is scary as crap. The whole way. From New York to Texas. Scared. Oh, Letitia, I thank you so much for that. I thank you so much for that. I'm going to bless you. In my prayers, I'm going to bless you. Oh, thank you, Letitia. See, I speak double upon you. Double. May you be carrying 2 baskets in this season. And that's the word of the Lord. And so, what you call it, the whole way. The whole freaking way. I had turbulence. I toughed it out. You know, I tried to sleep it off. But it's hard. When that plane, it feels like somebody has a plane and they just like. Now, it wasn't extreme turbulence, but it was rough. There was one moment where the wind hit the plane and I was like, because my stomach was just going. I had to speak in tongues to keep myself calm and play some games on my phone. I had to download a game that don't use Wi-Fi. I tried my best. I calmed down, you know, I ain't shit myself. I just kept myself as calm as I can. And I made it back home. I was glad to be home, you know. I still got to testify to all my spirits. You know, I'm grateful for them. I'm kind of upset. I'm grateful, but I'm upset with them. You know why? Because I told them, I said, listen, give me the money to come back home because I was supposed to get some money from the state, and it was a delay, which I had to find out yesterday when I called my tax man. That was the money I was supposed to use to get back home. I told my spirits, I said, listen, get me the money, but get me the money where I don't have to pay it back. They did not listen, but they got me the money though. So now I got to pay some folks back. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I would have had to wait like another 2 weeks. Another 2 weeks that I didn't care for, honestly. I'd have been okay, but I wanted to go home. I was just tired of being there. I wanted to go home. I was ready to get the hell out of there. For real. But I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you. I still haven't read that thing yet, but I'm going to. Because I took time to rest when I got it and everything. And my spirit said, listen, all right, don't rest too long because you don't want to lose your momentum. So make sure you get back on and show some stuff. So I got some good shit coming. Not to speak my plans too early, but I have some plans for some events to do on certain days of the week and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to write it down and see where it goes and take it from there. Yes. Yes, everyone. But if anyone want to come in and join the cast, the guests, you can jump in the guest box too. If you got something to say or something to share or a comment, it don't even have to be for a reading because it's not just about readings. It's about readings and downloads. So if we get a download, we go. We teach. Or if you got any questions, spiritual questions, we could talk about it. I love that. I love that type of energy, that type of going on. And so I had a client over the weekend, and he was like, don't forget me, bro. Don't forget me, bro. I'm like, oh, Lord, come on. Give me some time. But, I said to myself, I said, you know what? I'm grateful for him because he keeping me on my toes, not to get too lazy, right? Of course, you don't want to be rushed, when you're doing spiritual work. But he kept me on my toes, and I'm grateful for him. I did his reading, and he kept pushing for more. Like, okay, boom, what's next? What's next? I'm like, what you mean, what's next? So I was like, you know what? Again, you got to learn how to take energy and harness it into something positive. I said, you know what? I'm going to make a next. How about that? Because in his reading, I told him that I see him doing divination like myself, a simple form. So he pushed me. So I went and did a video on simple yes or no divination. I believe everybody, whether you prophetic or you have abilities for divination or not, I believe everybody should be able to do a basic form of divination. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just do this shit right here. Everybody should be able to do a basic form of divination. Let me see. I don't know. Can this camera flip while I'm on live? Yes, it can. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this here. Hold on. Damn right, it could flip. Hell yeah. Okay, boom. Everybody should be able to do a basic form of yes or no divination. Yes or no divination. Okay. All you need is 4 cowrie shells. All right. Let me spell it on the bottom because it is spelled funny. You need 4 cowrie shells. Right. But watch what I'm about to tell you. You need 4 of these. You can get these in any beauty supply store. Shit, you may have, if you got locks, you probably got them or you've seen them before. These are cowrie shells. They're real seashells. Some people sell the fake ones, but for the most part, they be real. Right? You hear it? So some of them are plastic, but thank God, these are the real ones I got. All right? Now, and keep tapping the screen, share the live. Some people use more than 4. That's up to you. That's totally up to you. You can go as crazy as you want to go. But this is the basic divination, yes or no. You do not have to just use shells. You can use coins as well. Hello, somebody. You can use 4 pennies. 4 quarters, $4 coins, 4 nickels. It's up to you. All right. Heads would symbolize yes. Tails would symbolize no. Or you can say open or closed. Okay? Because sometimes the reading is a bit more nuanced than you just saying no. It just means closed or open. Now, depending on where you get your shell, you might just want the full natural shells. But for the most part, if you go to the beauty supply, you're going to see these shells, the one with the open back. I'm about to get dirty for a second, but just wait on me, okay? You're going to see the open shell backs. But if you get the full, uncut shell, the back is closed. It's closed. It's fully closed. It's not open. And this is the front, of course. But for the most part, these are the shells that you're going to see. Okay. Now, for the different questions, before I get to that, so when you get your shells or your coins that you will use, you can even use bottle caps. Okay? You just need 4. You take it and you bathe it in simple water and sea salt. That's it. That's all you need to do. You can even put a little Florida water if you have Florida water. Put in the bowl, mix it up, And as you're mixing, you're praying, just praying to say, let any and all negative energy in the hands that have touched it, be cleansed and washed off. So and so and so and so and so and so. Then you pour off the water and you pat dry them. You can say another prayer to say, I consecrate these shells or coins or this or that to be used specifically for divination. You will always tell me the absolute truth. Now, these shells or coins that you're going to use, they read energy. What does that mean? You may ask one question today and it comes out this and that, but then tomorrow it says something else. Does it mean that the shells are lying? No, it doesn't mean the shells are lying. It means the energy have changed, or the situation may be a little bit more nuanced and not as black and white as you think they are. Am I making sense? So now that you've consecrated your shells, however way you choose to do it, now I'm going to show you the answers, what the answers mean when they come out. Now, take them in your hand. This is my right hand. And you can shuffle it. That's how I shuffle it. See? That's how I shuffle them. That's how I shuffle my shells. Some people use 2 hands, and I can't do it because I'm holding it. Some people use 2 hands. They put them together and just shake them. Me, personally, when I start my reading, I'll blow my shells. So, I make a fist like that, my shells inside, and I blow my breath probably 2 or 3 times. That's what I do. You don't have to do that. But I just do that to connect my energy to it. Some people take it and they rub the shells between their hands as they're praying. You know what I'm saying? They rub it between their hands. However you connect. It's not rocket science. This is the basic way. Okay? So, today is Wednesday. Let's see what the shells say. Is today Wednesday? Is today, in fact, Wednesday? Okay, now, you see how they came out 3 up, 1 down? This is how I interpret it. This is up or open, and this is down. When you see this answer come out, 3 up and 1 down, that means imbalanced. So you have to throw this again. It's today Wednesday. It's today for a fact Wednesday. All right. You see how the same answer came out? This means rephrase your question. Or if this keeps coming out, it means you already know the answer to that question. Are y'all hearing me? Now, let's see. Because my shells may be like, nigga, it's Wednesday. But I'm trying to put on a show for the people. It's tomorrow, in fact, Thursday. My God. Now, my shells are fucking with me. It's saying no, because you got 3 down and 1 up. It's saying no or not likely or there's some blockage. Okay? So Let's get to the answers. That was just an example. And like I said, the shells could be reading a blockage for tomorrow or some crazy shit's going to happen. Just depends. And as you're getting in tune with your tools, like I said, you don't necessarily need the gift of divination because it is a gift and an ability, or to be a prophet or whatever, to do basic divination. This is very basic. By virtue of you touching it with your hands, each of your finger heads is connected to your heart. Each of your finger heads, right, has fingerprints on it, which read. This is psychometry. And I was supposed to read a book about psychometry because I read that I had that ability in a dream. But anyway, by virtue of you touching something on a regular basis, you're going to learn it just intuitively. Just thought I'd let you know that. That's why you got to be careful what the fuck you touch. Huh? Physically or spiritually or emotionally. But you start touching it, you start learning it. You don't want to learn everything. So by virtue of you touching these shells on a regular basis, they're going to become more in tune with your energy. They will read more accurately. Okay, so this is called Alafia. Alafia. Or you can say all open or all up. Or this is an all clear. Now, what makes this powerful? This is an obvious yes answer. But what makes this powerful is that this means the door is open. It's a yes with blessings, right? So this is a blessing on top of blessing. Let me go ahead and spell that on the bottom. There's other, Yoruba words for the other shell meanings, but I'm not going to add that here because I don't want to complicate it. If you want to learn them, that's up to you. Alafia, okay? So this all four up is Alafia. Now, why do I use this side of the shell to say yes? If you look at the front of the shell right here, I want somebody to type it because I'm not going to say it. What does this look like? Somebody type it. It's all right. You can put it in code too because I don't want TikTok being funny. What does the front of this look like? Take a good look at it. Just look at the anatomy. I'll wait. Somebody posted it in the comments. So this is all access. Full access. Thank you, Letitia. There you go. And this is the booty. So that's why I personally, use this method of what each shell means. So this is up and then that's down. All right. So this is all blessings, open doors, full open doors with blessings. Now, what you can do with this answer, if you want, you can throw the shells again to test how long this open door will be open. Because sometimes you got open doors with full blessings, but it don't last long. But it's up to you. You can throw again if you want. So that's the first answer, Alafia. The second answer is, as we got earlier, is 3 up, 1 down. This is maybe. This is a maybe answer. All right? It's not a yes. It's not a no. This is maybe or in balance. You got 3 up, 1 down. Or 3 up, or 3 open, 1 close, however you want to word it. When you see this, throw again. Okay? When you see this, throw again. If this comes out again the second time, it means you already know the answer or you need to rephrase your question. All right? This is the second answer. This is your third answer. 2 up, 2 down. 2 open, 2 close. This is also a yes. In fact, this is what's considered the perfect yes because it's perfectly balanced. So it's not necessarily the Alafia with, hey, open doors with full blessings. But this is a yes, a solid yes. No blockages. See? No blockages. So you want to get this answer as well. This is what I call a balanced yes. That is the third answer. The fourth answer is this one right here. 3 down, 1 up. This means a hard no. So if you get this, it's a hard no or not likely. There's blockages because there's still 1 up, but it's still a no. All right. This is your fourth answer. Then you've got the 4 down. This is hell no. This is absolute no, full block. Leave this alone. When you see this answer, whatever your question was, that means leave that thing alone. All right. Any questions? Let's come back to the front. All right. Anybody got any questions? Any questions about that divination? Sweating, y'all. Oh, thank you for that, Heart. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here's another thing I want to share with my liberal self. I recommend that everyone has so most of you have altars already in your house. I think my assumption is right. Most of you that's watching have altars in your house already. But what you can do is you can get a travel altar or a portable altar or a mini altar. You see this? This is an Altoid box. This one is unbranded though. So I guess you can buy them plain. This is an Altoid box. I bought this off of Etsy. But if you're really, really creative, you can make your own. You can make your own. Just get a little small box. See? This is real small. Less than the size of a phone. See? Then you can put this in your pocket, fellas. You can put this in your wallet, ladies. All right? Now, in this mini altar, this is just what I have. But the principle remains the same. You want, I'm going to turn this around here so you can see. I love to see you in this energy on live. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Teaching, that's one of my gifts, you know. So when it flows, I'm like, you know what? Let me just flow and not let it go. Let me just let the thing flow. So I'm going to flip. All right. So this is my mini altar box. Now, your mini altar box may look different or might be the exact same, or you might be unique with it. The best altar, as Bobby Hemmett says, is the one that comes from your own mind. But this right here, this can go with you. This can go with you wherever you go. You can keep this in your pocket. And I'm going to explain the energy of go with you wherever you go in a minute. All right, so in this altar right here, I think this is some like Spanish moss or something. You ain't got to do all that. It's up to you. All right, I have the 4 elements. I have the 4 elements. Because you need the 4 elements in an altar for it to be balanced. Okay? You need the 4 elements of this altar to be balanced. You have earth right here. So it's some herbs in there. I don't know what she put specifically, but I know that's a flower bud. That's lavender. Okay? So this represents earth, the spirit of earth or the spirits of earth. All right, it comes already pre-made like this. Again, you can make your own or some kind of version of it. Get real creative, or like I said, do what I did, go on Etsy and buy it. I think it might be done though. Yeah, mini altar. It's not about the size. Trust me when I tell you that. Intention is key when it comes to magic and spirituality. Intention is key. Always remember that. Your spirits know that too. Intention is key. You be trying to do the most, and they're not asking you for the most. It is your spiritualist or your mentor that's stuck in tradition who's asking you for the most. The spirits are not. Let me tell you something. I gave my spirits one time some bones from some chicken that I ate. Now, somebody may look and say, well, that's disrespectful as hell. You gonna get them scraps? Well, listen, I repeat, intention is king. Once I sanctified those chicken bones that I ate, once I sanctified it by just praying over it and saying, this is for y'all. I'm giving this for y'all in love and honor, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You think my spirits didn't come that same night in a dream? All happy and smiling? Yeah, you got me messed up. So anyway, this is earth, the earth element. I'm assuming this is salt. All right, you see a feather in there. Get a little closer. See a feather. And there is some amethyst, I believe. This represents the earth element. And I'm going to hurry up so my battery don't die. And this is, of course, water. Sand. There is a seashell in there. Yeah, you see it. All right. That's it. If you want to be real tough with it and put water in there, go ahead. Mine doesn't have any. Okay. You could even go to the actual sea in your local area and get some sand or some salt water and put it in there. And this is fire. All right. I think this is black salt. There's some lava in there, I believe. There's some other red stones that are connected to the fire element. And as you can see, there are some herbs, right? So just because it's a plant from the earth doesn't mean it doesn't have fire energy. So this is a fully balanced altar. And I put this mask in there just to represent the element of spirit or my higher self. Now, and then I have these shells in there. So see, this is I need to make this shit. I hear you, spirit. This is a fully locked and loaded travel altar. Now, if you want, I don't know how you're going to fit it, like I said, because it's already loaded. Some people like to have candles, so you can have a mini candle. Like I said, it don't got to be exactly like this, but you got to have some representation of all the 4 elements. If you know how to do it, you can paste a mirror back here. Okay, that's for channeling, or that's for visualizations while you look at yourself. You can put a mirror here, or you can have a little candle and just put it right here and light it. You feel me? My candle is somewhere else, but I'll just use this as an example. You have the candle right there, you know what I'm saying? You light it and you pray. Now, why is this so powerful? Like I said, when it comes to intention being key and everything being the mind, mentalism. For example, with this mask, I can contact any spirit because I've set the intention for that. And all I got to do is open it up, crack. I commune with my higher self. I commune with my forces. I commune with my spirits. Right here in this moment, I am you and you are me. I contact all the 4 elements of earth, air, fire, water, myself being the spiritual element and all of the other elements. We are one. I am one. I am the Lord God Almighty. Or if you're female, I am the Lord Goddess, or I am the Lady Goddess Almighty. I speak, and you say your affirmations, you say your prayers, you say your petitions. You can contact any spiritual force. And you have to tell them as well. Listen, I got my altar at the house. That's the main spot. But you see, when I'm on the road or I'm traveling and I bring this, you are to recognize this as well as an extension of that altar. So when I crack open this altar and I speak, you come immediately when I call. You got to tell them that so they know. You got to give them instructions as well because they'll be at the physical altar. You can still call them and they'll come, but you got to let them know, hey, listen, this is an extension of that I'm carrying on me. And that which I do at the physical altar at home, or the bigger altar, the mama altar at home, and that which y'all physically manifest, you physically manifest when I carry this in my pocket. And I'm going to take you another level. You need what's called an astral altar. Or you can say a spiritual altar. What the hell is a spiritual altar? Is an altar not spiritual? I'm going to explain. You need an astral altar or an astral temple. However you want to word it, it don't matter. I'm going to put it in the bottom. Astral altar or an astral temple. Whether you realize it or not, anything you use for spiritual purposes, especially an altar, after it becomes empowered, it takes on a form in the astral plane. And if you're real perceptive, you can see it in your dreams. You'll see yourself there. Or in a vision, you'll see yourself there. or when you're at your altar praying and you close your eyes, you're somewhere that's very familiar, or you find yourself going there. For some of you, your altar is in earth. Your altar is by the beach, by the waters, in your mind. For some of you, your altar is in the air. For some of you, your altar is in fire or in a cave somewhere. So what you do now, and you need to do this, what I'm telling you now, because it's going to connect between your at-home altar as well. Start out very small and simple and allow your subconscious mind to expand and add things to it. Your astral temple, you'll build this temple consciously by simply, when you do your visualization, you close your eyes, you put a simple, table or an altar there, and you put the items on there. Don't make it super complicated for you. Aiden, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Pass me the battery pack that's on the floor over there, please.
The what?
Battery pack. It's on the floor. Right over there where my clothes is at. It's yeah, the battery pack. I don't want
That's my
you. Oh, yeah, over there somewhere. Virgin, you gotta take so long. Kids don't know how to find nothing. There's a battery pack over there, bro.
Yeah, but a wire clothes, right?
Yeah, but it should be near where the wire is at, where all the plugs and stuff like that. Come on, homie.
Bro, there's no battery plugged in.
Battery pack. It's not in there. It's over there where the charger and stuff is at.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
You talking about in here? In this? Oh my God, bro.
Okay, I'm back. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I thought it was in the car. Oh, yeah. All right. Had to plug my phone in. I'm on 4%. So now, all right. Had to plug my phone in. I'm on 4%. So now, your astral temple. Hold on. All right. Is it okay to keep a deceased son altar? Okay, let me ask. So let me know if I'm correct. Are you saying to keep your son on your altar or to create an altar to him by himself? Wanda, let me know. Okay, so your astral altar. In your visualization, pick a place in your mind that is just calm or represents that space of solitude. For me, I like to be in the forest, even though I like the beach. I like to be in a calm forest where I'm just, kind of covered in trees and it's like a clearing. That's my... Okay, it's his own altar, Wanda? I want to be sure I want to answer correctly. Is it his own altar, an altar to him specifically? So some of you that may be on the beach, some of you that may... Okay, I got you. Yes, Wanda, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. If you want to expand it, Wanda, you can make it an ancestral altar and put all the ancestors on there. He's considered an ancestor. But it's up to you. If you want to keep something specifically for him, that's totally fine. Some of you may be in the mountains. Some of you may be in a cave. Just pick a calm place in your mind when you go there. And see a table. Let's just start out with a small wooden table. Wherever that place is in your mind. We could put on, it could be a stone slab, a wooden table, whatever. Start very simple. Put a candle on there, whatever color you want. Put a cup on there for libations. Put a plate in the center for offerings. That's it. Very simple. Start out with that. If you want to put crystals and all that, that's up to you. But like I'm saying, don't complicate it at first because you want this altar to take form in the spiritual world first before you start doing that. Just start out with that simple altar. Now, listen to what I'm saying. As you are doing your offerings at your physical altar, because first of all, when it comes to the portable mini altar, if you're not using it, it should be on your home altar first of all. That's that. But as you are doing your offerings on your physical altar, After you've placed the food, prayed, lit the candle, poured the drink out, lit the incense, whatever, then you close your eyes and go straight to that spiritual altar. Do the same thing. Hope I'm making sense. Now, what you want to do is set the intention in your mind to connect both altars. So set the intention in your mind. You could speak it out and say, I now connect my physical altar and my astral altar together. Let what happens in the heavens happens in the earth. Let what happens in the earth happens in the heaven. Right? Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So you're connecting both realms. So when you're in your astral altar, you just go there in your mind. Invite your spirits there too. You got to invite them there. Tell them to come here too. Not just in the physical place. You got to tell them. And tell them basically this connection that I'm giving you, as they do what they do there, they'll start to do it in the physical. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So as you do what you do in that astral altar, it will happen in the physical. Now, this is something you just do every day. Every day, just go to the astral altar. That's it. And you'll know it's really solid when you start seeing it in dreams and visions. So you want to do this connection work. It's going to be very important. Wanda, you still there? Is Wanda Goss still there? Okay, Wanda, I hear your son saying, I be there every day. That's what he's saying to me. I be there every day. So, Wanda, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I'm going to pull a card for you because somebody paid for a reading for other people. And this is the card I got. This is you. Mother of Knives or Queen of Knives. And if you look at her face, she's very focused and determined. She's discerning. And she's wearing two different garments of secret societies for women. I think one is the Eastern Star. I forgot what the other one is. But if you look closely as well, she's also doing what's called bibliomancy. This is divination using the Bible. You see her with the sword in the middle. So what you can do, so possibly this is your son's message to you, that to communicate with him, you can do the divination shells. I don't know if you were on while I was teaching that. Or you can use the Bible. Really any book, to be honest. Any book. But you can use the Bible. You can use the Quran. No disrespect to the Muslims. They may be on it. They might be feel some kind of way, but it is what it is. It's still a holy book. And what you can do is ask your question as you are flipping through the pages of the Bible or whatever book. Ask your question. Flip back and forth until your spirit says stop. And then you wave your finger over the pages, and wherever you feel to drop your finger, you drop your finger. And that verse is the answer. So you want to do that about 2 more times. That way you have a full understanding. And usually when you put the verses together, that is your answer. So Wanda, you might need to get into some divination yourself. See? Divination again. You see she's getting the bones read. And she's like, ooh, because it's so accurate. Yeah. I hear the word ride or die from your son. This is him again, sleeping, relaxing. He's at rest. But you see on his waist, he got 4 different type of knives, so he can get busy. He know how to use his hands. Very studious, very handy. Mm-hmm. This is for you again, Wanda. Miss Ida, the High Priestess. As you can see, she's consecrating herself for spiritual work. She got the 7 candles around her. High Priestess. So there's going to be a lot of information coming through your intuition during this time. And that's your reading. Look, again, ancestors. Oh, yeah. They speaking. They just invaded the whole broadcast, but it's all good. Ancestors. This is also known as the death card, but death is not an end. It's just a transition point. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, but that's, he told me that. Boy, get out my cards, boy. Big Queen. That's how he sees you. Big Mama. Always giving to everybody. Always giving to everybody. Mm-hmm. This that mama, that church mama, you know? The church mother. This is the sun card too. This is a positive card. All positive. And you can see she got the key around her neck. That's wisdom. Always giving. All right. I'm not gonna speak for you no more, brother. I'm not gonna speak for you no more. I got one more card for him. This is the Big Queen. This is how he sees you. All right. You see, she's in her black, native, indigenous. What's the word? I don't know the female name for chief, but she's the queen. There's also the Empress card, a card of fertility, prosperity, blessing. You can see in her bowl, she got all different type of stuff for offerings. It's kind of muddied, but that's a candle, crystal, Indian head, fire. So she offers. So I don't know. It seems like your position, Wanda, in that family is that of the priestess. Your position is that of the priestess in the family. You're the custodian of the family altar. You're the queen in that family. It doesn't matter if you're the oldest or the youngest or wherever position you are, but that's how you're registering in the spiritual world. You're a queen, so you need to do your own divination. You can pay for divination too. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because I'm a diviner and I still get readings. They be looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, I don't want to read for myself all the time. But yeah, start doing some little small divination for yourself. Take it from there. But altar work and just offering to the spirits, giving them libations, food. You don't have to give them a whole big old plate. It's up to you if you want to. Right? You can never outgive your spirits, because the more you feed them, the more they feed you. That's how I go. But whatever you have, they're so grateful. As long as you just give them that intention and that word saying, listen, this is for y'all. If you know their names, call their names too. But if not, it's fine. You ask your higher self to distribute it to the necessary forces. Something I want to say. Thank you, Wanda, for that. I'm fire. Something I want to say too is some people say. Let me turn the camera around. Some people say when it comes to ancestors, some people say that you shouldn't feed all ancestors, right? I have a difference of view. I understand what they're saying and where they're getting at with that. I have a difference of view, right? Think of it like this. You have your, let's call it your ancestral council, right? You have your ancestral council. Now, these ancestors are what you call elevated ones, or in some cases deified. Some of them have risen in that spiritual world, and it's like they've become a god and a goddess in the spiritual world. So you have your elevated ancestors that you commune with. And then you have what I would consider the general population ancestors. That's how I came to realize it. So you got the elevated ancestors. Not every ancestor is a part of this crew. Then you have the general population ancestors. Of course, feed and commune with your elevated ancestors. First and foremost, when it comes to dealing with ancestor spirits. But like I said, people be saying, don't call every ancestor and this and this and this and that. Let me tell you something. You are your ancestors. They live in you, especially once they pass away. They go to living right in you. Was not one of Jesus' ancestors a harlot, Rahab? But yet he's Jesus the Christ, Savior of the world, take away all the sins. But yet still, David, a man of God, but a stone-blooded killer, was one of his ancestors. Right. So you are your ancestors and they're you. So Uncle Willie was a piece of shit when he was living. Violent, beat the system, but that's still your Uncle Willie. So you might run up in a situation where none of the elevated or the holy ancestors don't want to get their hands dirty with the situation. They don't want to be bothered with the situation, but you need this shit taken care of. So what you can do, you can call Uncle Willie and give him firm instructions. Uncle Willie, listen, I know we didn't get along in real life, but guess what? You're still my ancestor. I'm still going to pour you this drink out. You do not have, watch this. You do not have permission to linger or mess things up or whatever the case is. I give you this in love and light and with respect. This situation right here, though, all the other ancestors, they don't want to deal with it. I need you to handle this. You give him firm instructions. Because some spirits will linger around. You understand? Sometimes you can give an offering and that offering can elevate an ancestor to where, not saying they're light, but they're elevated. You have those of the light and the dark spectrum. You got to work with both. So I don't believe in not feeding all your ancestors. No, feed all of them. But there's only certain that you invite to your table. Uncle Willie, you didn't invite him to the table. You met that nigga outside. Am I making sense? So feed all of the ancestors. But like I said, you give the command. Don't overstep your boundary. You killed it?
I'm trying.
What you mean you trying? And you left the door open?
I don't want it in my room. It's flying over my head. Should distract.
The window's open?
No, it probably came through the door.
Nah, bro. Well, there's a wasp in my house. I don't know if that's a prophetic symbolism, but anyway. Well, they are messengers of spirit too. Balance. Yes, high dragon priest. Balance. So work with all your ancestors, baby. Work with all of them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you forgive them. You know, you can do divination again to check their energy, because some of them are very unsafe to work with, because maybe they're over there suffering or whatever, became an tranquil, and then you may do a divination and it says, yeah, he good. Uncle Willie's good. Oh, Uncle Willie will do the job for you. Then you move forward. Believe in your divination. Believe in your divination. Once you test it and it is showing you that it answers accurately and energy is good, believe in your divination. Sometimes your divination may give an answer and you're like, I ain't feeling that. Sometimes the energy is off. No problem. Then go to your cards or maybe wash your shells or something. Maybe they picked up some negative energy. But balance. Work with all of your ancestors, not just the good ones. Because how many of you know that angels, which we know are light beings, some of them don't like humans, and they're very dangerous to humans. So that whole good and evil thing is out of proportion. It's light and dark. Simple. Light and dark. You got to work with both energies. You can't be light all the time. That's what Christianity taught us in religion. Light. You can't be light all the time. Sometimes you're dark. Some of us are more drawn to, well, all of us. We all have our tendencies to one side or the other. Me, based on my upbringing in the church, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm programmed to go towards the light. And I am a light. I am a benevolent being. Definitely benevolent. But I also always acknowledge having a malevolent side, which I ran away from for years. And now, slowly, because you don't want to just jump into it, slowly, I'm embracing my dark aspects because I walk with both sides. And I'm called to be a medium between both sides. You understand? Slowly but surely. High Dragon Priest, I love my pendulum. I got one too, bro, but I don't really use it. Because there's so many ways to do divination. The shells, like I said, people can use coins, bottle caps, all type of stuff. All type of stuff. Those are just simple, basic things you can do. Like some people with the pendulum. Let me see. I probably could use one of these necklaces. One pendulum, and so they say that if it swings counterclockwise, which is this way, that means yes. Or if it swings I messed that up. If it swings clockwise, which is to the right, that means yes. If it swings counterclockwise, which is to the left, that means no. But let me tell you something again. You make the rules. So here's what I do. I say to my pendulum, for yes, swing front and back. That means nah. For no, swing left or right. That means shake your head no. All right? So watch how we're going to do this. Do a live pendulum demonstration. I feel you. It's okay. I feel you touching my head, but it's all right. Just don't take nothing. All right. I use this necklace as a pendulum in this moment. Follow my instructions. Front and forward means yes. Left and right means no. All right. So here we go. Am I on? All right. So you want to start it out. Keep it straight. All right. Necklace. Am I on TikTok live right now? Yes or no? Give me big swings. It's not big, but you see where it's going, right? Front and back. You see that? Oh, there you go. You see that? Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? Do you see it? So I asked my necklace, am I on TikTok live? It is swinging. Yes, it is swinging front and back for yes and no. All right. Here we go. That's it. Simple as that. And you can use any necklace that you wear, especially one that you wear a lot. All right. But it's also a good sign that your jewelry has some energy in it. Now, these are my elekes, but they're glass beads. I really don't fool up with anything inorganic, but my spirit said, no, you good. We recognize that you already charged it, so we recognize your elekes. And I'm not initiated, y'all. Me personally, I personally don't believe in it. But that's just me. I'm wearing these necklaces for my own reason. Please don't come for me. All right, so that's that. But yeah, if you're watching me right now and you would like your own personal reading, I use all these tools: cards, oracle, shells. I should add the pendulum because, like I said, some people just like the pendulum. Just a personal choice. But if you like a reading, it's 25 for 4 corners reading. You get 4 divine questions. Any 4 questions you want answered, that's 25. And then we have the advanced reading. That's the deep mirror reading. That's for 50. There's no limit to the questions there, but it's a focused reading. So it's not all over the place. You get to choose a topic: love, money, past life, who you were in a past life, ancestors' message, which ancestors are around you, or which ancestor you are embodying, because some of you are an ancestor return, but that's considered past life too. We've got spiritual gifts. What are your spiritual gifts and abilities? We got deity readings. Which deities, gods, goddesses do you resonate with or walk with? There's no limit, baby. It can go. It can go, but it's deep. That's why it's more. So book any one of those two and take it from there. And like I say, always say, if you have a topic you want me to teach about, because I ain't intend on doing no teaching, but the spirit just said, go ahead and teach it. Hit me in the inbox. Hit me in the DM and let me know what type of thing I should teach about. If I know about it, I'll come on it. If I don't, I'll do my research, experiment with it, and come back on and teach the people.
What is that?
Can you calm down? Close the door.
Is that a wasp?
No, close the bedroom door. Close the bedroom door.
Is that a wasp?
Then one of the guys, I definitely have to come back and catch you on payday. You made my day. I'm glad. And I thank you for just being here, being present. I really do appreciate your presences. All right, everybody. All my friends and family, you know me. Hit me up. Give me a call later or whatever. Let's just chat. Let's chop it up. But I'm glad to see you. I might be back on tonight. I'm not sure. But again, many blessings to you. I command blessings in your house. I command blessings. I command blessings. I command blessings. If you want to give a donation to say thanks, I appreciate you. Much obliged. And if you're not following me, go ahead and follow me, please. And follow me on YouTube as well under Master Voyager. Peace. We got to kill that wasp, bro.